All right, everyone, this is an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading for the influence on all affecting energies of Venus in Pisces, which is just about to head into. It depends where you live, but for me it heads in early tomorrow. But either way, this is a powerful energy. And if you've been paying attention to my readings, you know that there's not a lot of thought going on here. It's just all emotion. Runners moving toward cups, if you will, just based on pure emotion. And that makes sense. Venus in Pisces is the icing on the cake that leads us into February, which I'll be doing your February readings next week. The, what is it, the 29th, 30th, and 31st. So, and February is all about a lot of North Node influence, as I said the other day. Neptune, Saturn, and Jupiter all getting involved with the North Node point of destiny, adding to the energy of Uranus moving direct, adding to the energy of Jupiter in Aries, all of which we've pulled on and talked about. Venus in Pisces heightens our intuition. It heightens all of the soul energy that there is within us. And it explains a lot about why the recent readings have been coming out the way they are. So now I'm singling out that energy. And we're going to see what kind of influence it's going to have. Should be a very interesting reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Okay? This reading is technically timeless, as any reading is, because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. Remember, it could just be one thing I say. Right? It doesn't have to be everything I say. If it's one thing that resonates with you and it helps you out, then it's worth it. Okay, pre-shuffle. I asked the universe, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Venus in Pisces. Okay. Two fish Venus. How about that? Ace of Pentacles, just a surface energy here. That's all. Just a quick talk with the universe. Ace of Pentacles crossed by the Four of Wands. Okay. Do you need an explanation for that? Somebody wants the real deal. Somebody wants a new beginning here. Somebody wants a solid new beginning. This is a solid, the most solid new beginning in the deck. This is a stable new beginning. This here is the pathway, the free way to the Ten of Pentacles, the real deal. Somebody here is, their intuition is screaming at them. They're feeling a lot. Okay, this is a page, it's a child. They often feel a lot, but they don't quite know how to handle those feelings. So you get a lot of slamming doors with teenagers and running to the room and crying and all that kind of stuff. Well, it is a bit of that. But this is an energy that's coming toward you. It's a very sweet energy. It's nice. It backs up what I've been talking about in recent readings. Wheel of Fortune is here. All right. Turning around. Somebody acted differently than they would normally act. We've been talking about that too. Okay. There's the Five of Cups, one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. A lot of disappointment for what they have on their side, regret for not going for these two cups, and there it is. When they follow their intuition, they jump on the Chariot and head right for this. And these cards here, I'm pulling a reading for you, represent what you represent to this person. A really, really stable new beginning here. They can't have that with what's on their side. You can't have a stable new beginning, and this card talks about what's on their side with these three cups down. All right? It's very, very powerful shit here. Underneath that, by the way, it's driven by a lot of truth, the Ace of Swords. You know, it's just truths that can't be unknown. You know, you can't just forget them, things along those lines. So Venus in Pisces amps up, soups up, fuels up the intuition. All right? We're all going to be very intuitive. That's probably going to be good for my readings, right? I'm pretty intuitive anyway. But as an energy reader, I love Venus in Pisces. You know, it's a supercharge effect. It's going to be like that for everybody, though, including these runners. And that's why the readings have been coming out the way they have. That's why that Uranus direct reading is very important. Let's pull a reading here. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Venus and Pisces, universe. This first card out is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? All right? That's what I like to call it. Let's find out. What comes out before? Okay, that's it. Look, it won't let me shuffle anymore. That's it. Bottom card is the Hermit. What did I just get done saying? Rewind. I said it. I said Venus in Pisces soups up the intuition. And we need them to follow their intuition. Even the pre-shuffles told us they follow their intuition. They get in that Chariot and off they go. Yeah, the intuition is awake. The Hermit is taking charge. Okay? It's as though I'm controlling your person now. And if I promise you, if I was, they'd be standing in front of you. But I'm the Hermit. Okay, so that being said, that's nice energy to see there, but let's see what comes after the cut, because you know I give you guys reality, not some sugar-coated nonsense, so let's find out. I tell you what, yeah, it's not sugar-coated, but it is reality. It's the King of Cups. All right, they're nervous about it. Somebody here, again, very, very afraid to be vulnerable. It's a strong fear that they have. I picked up on it a lot in yesterday's surprise Leo soap opera reading that I did. This is the King of Cups. Somebody's coming to tell you how they feel. Why? Because the Hermit is driving. The intuition is driving. Venus in Pisces is the icing on the cake of all the energies around. It just puts the finished shine on it. You know, it's really nice. It's good. We need their intuition turned up even louder. Okay? We need that. We need the feelings turned up even louder, even though the feelings are drowning out the brain and ego right now anyway. Now they're really going to drown it out. Let's see where we go. Let's pull a reading here. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. All right. Here we go. It's funny, when I made my decision to use the Rider Waite this morning, I went through every deck. And they all pretty much said the same thing, but this one was the one that felt the most comfortable in my hands this morning, so I went with that one. Or this one here. We'll see. I don't even know what I'm clarifying with yet. We'll see when we get there. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of all affecting energies and Venus in Pisces. Two fish. Let's see where we go. Okay. Won't let me shuffle anymore. That's your reading. It's right here. It's on top. The overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is on the bottom. It's the Two of Pentacles. What's fueling that? Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody's making a decision here. Somebody's learned something. They figured something out as their intuition gets souped up. This is communication from someone who's never, in some cases, has never made a decision about you, but in other cases has always been back and forth. Remember, we can't discount readings that came before this. All of my readings tie together. So we've got to take into consideration, especially right now, Uranus finally moving direct. I'll hit with the rubber hitting the road on the change energy. I already told you they're behaving differently than they did before. The Wheel of Fortune says that. The Hermit is driving. It's someone making a decision here. And yeah, this ties with that King of Cups. They're pretty nervous. They'll probably rehearse what they might say, or what they might say to you, or what they might say to someone on their side that they may need to deal with first. I don't know. We'll find out. This is all right. Two of Pentacles. I'll take it. I'll take it. Especially in that energy. Our reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how they're behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Oh, that's going to be interesting here. Venus in Pisces. Wow. Right here's the hidden energy. Message from the universe, separate from the reading, but read with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'm just giving you the energy. That's it. This energy affects you too. Your intuition is going to be supercharged as well. You'll probably feel them coming. If your person's coming towards you, you will. Or you'll feel them there spying, one or the other. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses, and I know they are. There's going to be a link for it extended in the description. All right. This is a nice capper here for the month of January as we get ready next week to do the February readings. And February, oh man, more drenching of destiny here. Okay. Be sure and read my blurb about February when I do the February calendar in the SLT blog, sltblog.com. How about that little radio plug for myself there? Okay, what's the energy around the sltblog.com? What's the little? Why is it little? What's the little energy around this connection right now? Yeah, there it is. It is little. It's Two of Swords. Oh, this is, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? What do I do? It's a crossroads. It's a moment. It's decision time. It backs up what this is saying. The overall energy of the reading. This is the overall energy of your connection. Another two. Oftentimes these cards relate quite a bit. Okay. Again, it's a crossroads. It's decision time. It's time to take the blindfold off. I think they take the blindfold off and make a decision. But I said earlier, rewind, there's two things they probably need to deal with. One is you, and one is what's on their side. With their intuition heightened and the Hermit driving. The Hermit's going to kick ass if they're in a toxic situation or if their life is superficial. That Hermit energy is going to go to town. All right? It's going to burn the town down is what it's going to do. How they're behaving in the 3D. This ought to, yeah, the Fool. Yeah. Again, intuition is heightened here. Again, I think this blindfold comes off. It's that dog. I'm drawn to the dog. It's the only thing I see on the card is the dog and that boot. And whenever that happens, I got this dog nipping at their heels. Again, two things they have to deal with. One, deal with the dog. Don't take it over the cliff with you. And two, it's better to jump off the cliff. This is about new horizons. We saw this little Page of Pentacles here, for sure. All right, it's a student. You know, it's a kid. It's not really as curious in energy as the Page of Wands, but it came out for a reason. It came out to tie with that King of Cups, who's afraid to be vulnerable, doesn't always share exactly how they feel. Somebody coming to tell you how they feel. I think that blindfold comes off here, but they're operating in the 3D under new energy. All right, with that intuition heightened and that Hermit driving things, they're feeling things differently too. It's not just about thinking. In fact, there's not a lot of thinking going on, I don't think. I know there's swords here, but again, I think that blindfold comes off and it's pretty easy to one of those swords is shittier than the other. Soul. Bookend in the Two of Swords. Strength. Forward movement. It's Leo energy. That means forward movement. It does not mean you're dealing with Leo. It's passionate. Forward movement. It's, again, what have I been saying? Rewind. Venus, this is the perfect card to fall here. What did I say about Venus and Pisces? It supercharges your intuition. Your soul energy gets supercharged. We'll phrase it that way. Instead of intuition, we will say your soul energy. Yours, theirs, mine, everybody's. This is supercharged here. Okay? This strength card, it's got a lot of power behind it. It's passion. That's all I get from the soul. It's one of the best energies to land there. And yeah, it's drowning out this. I got a 3D card over here in the energy of your connection. I got two swords, minor arcana. I get a major arcana and a major arcana here, but a major arcana here in the 5D of the soul being kicked up, souped up, drowning this out, which is why I said already, these two are bookending. This blindfold comes off. We'll see when we clarify. All right. Well, with a Fool here, we can't really go wrong. This implies a lot of decisions have already been made because I feel this Fool on a higher level, which means we got past judgment here at some point. Let's talk to the universe. What's the fickle old gal want to tell us? Red with the Two of Swords, separate from the reading, but it is red off this energy. 9 Wands. 9s of the end in tarot, 10s of the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning. 9s of the end of this wall here. Again, somebody's been hiding behind a wall, hiding from the inevitable, and now the soul energy is coming up. There's a lot of bravery here. It takes, again, this requires a leap of faith. And I've been saying that, even about this week, I've been saying that. In some of the readings I've been pulling, I said, this energy, especially, I said during Uranus direct, in fact, this energy right now, especially while we're in the new moon in Aquarius energy blending with Uranus going direct, requires a leap of faith from you, from your person, from everyone. Fortune favors the brave under this energy, especially right now, especially as we move into February and while Venus is in Pisces. So anyway, they've had a wall up here. The wall is getting thin. It's getting very thin. It's tired energy here. Somebody here can't sit. She hungry on the card, needs to get up and eat. All right, doesn't realize there's a shrimp shack right over here. Okay, potential final outcome. It's red with the Fool. And I was going to say it should make sense with this, and it sure as fuck does. It's the Empress. It's communication. Again, it's telling us the direction the Fool is going. It's telling us that this blindfold comes off. It's backing up the whole reading. It's you. Okay? The end result is you. It's what we've been talking about in recent readings about a singular focus, a single-minded focus on just one thing. This is yellow, 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 forward movement, all of it. This tells me which direction the Fool is going because where they are right now, it's nipping at their heels. All right? The energy has changed. We're in new energy. Uranus going direct in particular underneath all of this, insists on change. It's really insisting because it's been retrograde. The energy's been retrograde for a while, right? It's sort of like those old airplanes that you had when you were a kid, and they had the rubber band propeller, and you'd wind it up backwards, and then you'd release it. All that tension would build up, and then you'd release it, and the plane would go. That's kind of what's been happening here. The change energy has had a hard time getting going, as I said in the Uranus direct reading. This is communication. This is irresistible. All right, it's just the attraction toward you is really strong. Also, because of the yellow here and the yellow here, it talks about their soul being amped up. Again, their own Empress energy is coming up. Okay, so this is someone here who's feeling things. Their intuition is on a higher level than it usually is. It's hard not to listen to it. All right. Okay, let's clarify. And I think we're going to use the witches. I don't know why. I just feel like it. Very interesting that there's a 5 of Wands at the bottom. Let's see what happens here. Why is we will use the witches. Why is the 2 of Swords here? Why? Why? Tell me about the 2 of Swords. I wonder if we're going to, I don't know. There's a devil energy here somewhere. It shouldn't be in a Pisces Venus reading, but it's here somewhere. I don't know if we're going to get it or not. I have no idea. It'll show up somewhere. I'm pretty sure of that. Let's see. All right. What's going on here? Okay. It's crossed by the 2 of Swords, and the energy of your connection is crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. And again, we saw the 4 of Wands in the pre-shuffle. The pre-shuffle, that 4 of Wands leads to this. It's the stable new beginning that's required here. The environmental energy, again, is this person has been blind to a lot of what's going on their side as they hide behind a wall and distract themselves. Reality is setting in, is what this is saying. Okay, this is about reality, this card. Reality is setting in. All right, so we can't just sit here. She got to eat. All right, what's on top? 4 of Swords. Again, this is good. This card is about the brain shutting down and giving the brain a rest, and the intuition, the soul energy kicking up. These are bookends. That's saying what's happening. It could be a healing energy. Sometimes that energy that I just described is felt as a healing energy, but I think it's how I described it. Why is the 4 of Swords here? Yep, 6 of Cups. Again, a lot of feeling here. Feeling. It's all feelings. All of it. And when they try to turn around and stay where they are, they keep getting bit by this dog. Why? Because look at this energy here in the final outcome. The Empress. Queen of Tits. Best tits in the tarot. Right? Even in these frumpy pajamas, she's fucking hot. All right? It's that kind of energy. And this energy's coming up within them. This person is feeling some passion. I've got passion in their soul here. All right. The Fool. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Tell me about the Fool. Why is the Fool here? Why? Jesus, I wonder. All right. So, in one hand, this tells us what direction the Fool is headed. On the other hand, it tells us what's happening with them. This card is in direct relation to the Fool and the Strength card. This is their soul. Primary energy flow is 5D to 3D. So, obviously, this Fool, leap of faith, shouldn't be a problem with all this Empress energy around. Empress does that all the time. Goes with what he or she feels. Why is the Fool here? Tell me about the Fool. The Fool. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yep. It's Justice at the bottom. Justice is the environmental energy around them in the 3D. If they're married, it's probably not going well. Okay? Somebody here wants to leap. Okay? To get happy. This is balanced energy. It means happiness to you and I in the 3D. I don't always do this, but yeah. They're communicating something here. 8 of Wands. Forward movement. This Fool's going over the cliff. And we know this Fool is headed toward love. Headed toward the Empress. They're behaving differently than they normally would. Okay? Somebody here actually feels good about this. Okay? It's a moment where I think they can do it. And Venus in Pisces can make you feel that way. You know? It can make, because the feelings come up. The soul energy comes up. And you actually feel good when you do something from the soul. Whereas normally it scares the crap out of this person. But that's nice to see. That Eight of Wands underneath, along with fueling this Justice card here, this is someone moving in a new direction. So I don't know if your person's single or married, whatever. However they've been living, they're moving in a different direction from that. What's on top? Yep, Six of Pentacles. It's that mindless giving again. This guy doesn't know who these people are. They just giving. You know, that's the way the energy is reflecting. It's that mindless, it's just, there's no real thought to it. It just feels like the right thing to do, kind of an energy. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? 10 Swords. Yeah, again. It's an energy of someone who is just coming to give to something. And again, we've talked about this in other readings. They're not even sure whether this is still alive or not. This is that same energy I got in a recent reading, and I don't remember which one it was. Might have been Uranus, I don't know, where I talked about a graveyard. And I talked about somebody dying while somebody was out of town. You come back to town, you go and you say your piece at that person's grave, kind of a thing. In other words, it's an energy of somebody who's just got to say something. They've got to give to this. Even if it's dead, even if it doesn't matter, there's just so much passion. There's just so much of it here. Now let's get to that passion. Let's pull on that Strength card. I mean, we see why here with the Empress. Very attractive energy. They're very attracted to you. Probably always were. But now they're feeling you on a very high level. And again, I could also, in another layer of energy, say that this person here knows they fucked up. Right? Why all of a sudden do they want to give to the Empress? Well, it's coming up within them, and also they don't want this to be over. None of them ever did. I know we say that a lot. All readers do, and I say it too. But it's true. That's just on the surface. If you were to just look at the first layer of energy, you see these runners are full of shit. They never wanted this to be over. You know, they all just had a hang up of some kind. You know, about being vulnerable, about not about change. And now the energy is nothing but change. It's changing around them, whether they change with it or not. And if they don't change with it, there's a lot of sadness and a lot of guilt that comes with that Ten of Swords. I'm not really sure why there's so much guilt there, but there is. All right? It is one of the meanings of the card, more obscure meaning, but it is reflecting that. It truly is. All right, why is the Strength card here? Let's talk about all this passion in the soul, this Venus in Pisces kicking up the soul energy. What do we get here? Why is this here? I said there's fire. There's passion in the soul for sure. It's the Knight of Wands crossing this. Yeah, it's brave, impulsive. I'm coming in. It's forward moving. It's stronger than this Two of Swords nonsense. It almost is, when I look at it this way, when I add this energy to this and I pair it with its bookend over here, it's like somebody who realizes that doing nothing is not going to cut it. It might as well go in even if it's dead and find out what's going to happen. They're very brave in this energy. It's sort of, it's not supposed to be, but it feels like it's blending a little bit with Jupiter and Aries underneath everything. That's making them bold, but with this, now they're bold and in their fields. So that's a powerful combination. All right, what's on top here? Yeah, I just said that's a powerful combination. I pulled the Hierophant, I just pulled the Pope. I mean, this is some serious, when I said to you earlier, Venus in Pisces always amps up, soups up the intuition and the soul energy. I didn't realize I'd be getting cards like this. I mean, my God, the Hierophant, that's super powerful. It doesn't even matter what this card is that comes out next. These are your cards right here. Strength, passion, and some serious spiritual shit. I mean, some deep soul stuff. You know, it's making them brave. Wow. Probably because the brain is shut down. And it's all soul energy, right? Venus, and that energy was already there. Venus in Pisces is just kicking it up another notch or two. This Hierophant, a lot of soul energy, right? I'm sure we can all agree on that. Bookends this Four of Swords. So it verifies my read on the energy. A lot of times the readings cross-check themselves. This one really is. Why is the Hierophant here? King of Cups. The card that came after the cut. The Hermit is now in charge before the cut. Ordering things. Looking around going, this ain't right. Take that leap of faith. Bringing up this energy. There's so much soul here. It's ridiculous. It's a deeper shade of soul. I mean, it's just unreal. the King of Cups is why the Hierophant is here. There's a strong urge to tell you how they feel. They're actually very passionate about it, but nervous too. This is an in and out energy. The Knight of Wands can get out as fast as they come in. So again, they are nervous about it. We know that from the little page of Pentacles and, and the page up in the pre-shuffle, the Page of Cups. Sure. But the urge to do it is strong. The Strength card is here. It's the Strength card in the Soul position is the perfect card to actually land there for this Venus in Pisces reading. Mind-blowing. Unreal. So yeah, the urge to come tell you how they feel is amazing. And this King of Cups directly bookends this Six of Cups, where I said they're really, really, really feeling you. Okay? I mean, they're actually dreaming about this. This little dude here bringing this little person something. They're actually dreaming about that. All right. And we can see why. In the final outcome, which is read with these cards and should kind of feedback off of these, actually feedbacks off the soul too. It's all about this energy within them. Yes, with this kicking up, the Empress level energy comes up within them. They balance themselves out a little bit. But also the attraction towards you is very strong. This is one of those energies where spank bank's not enough, right? It's not going to cut it. If you can call the person and actually bang them, under this energy, you will call the person and take a shot, all right? The Nine of Wands. Let's see where we go. All right. Why is the Nine of Wands? This is very, very strong energy. I think because of all the energies around it, the energetic, what I've been calling the perfect storm of right now, it again is another one of those. I said it about Uranus going direct at the perfect time. Venus moving into Pisces, it's the perfect time. It's helping everything out. It's the icing on the cake. This is some powerful soul energy. I got no thought here. Their only thought, I got thoughts shut down with the Four of Swords. Their only thought that's really on the table here is this Ten of Swords. Is, oh shit, I need to give to this. Sort of an energy, right? It's sort of an image in their mind, and this is unacceptable. So why is the Nine of Wands here? What's the universe want to tell us about the Nine of Wands? I mean, it is a tired energy. It is a flimsy looking wall. It's mostly the universe threw the card because of the number 9 more than anything else. But the Wands and Fire tie over here with Strength and the Knight of Wands. That much I know. We'll see why. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why? Oh, God. Jesus. It's the Three of Cups. Almost major arcana for me. This and the Two of Cups. It's a celebration energy. The environmental energy around them is, again, it's what I already said about this. This is why I said this ties over here. I just didn't know why. It ties over here because this is something, again, this person is, because there's so much in their feels, it's telling you how they feel. The flow of emotion is very strong here. And this emotion is water, right? It's represented by water. This wall couldn't stop any water, could it? It's not. It's just the water is just going to flow right through it. There's no resistance here at all. It's very, very strong energy. All right. I still swear there's a devil energy floating around. It's kind of swimming around in it, and then it hides, and then it comes out. We'll find it. What's on top? 8 swords. Well, that's a little bit of it. It's not devil energy, but it is a little bit of it. Yeah. 8 swords is all the fears, all the overthinking, all the everything. It's another blindfolded girl, which we have over here. Okay, whether your person's male or female, doesn't matter. Again, the 9s are the end. This falls on top of it. It's the end of all this. This person is not thinking about this at all. We're not going into the 9 of swords. Well, or the 8 of swords, I'm sorry. Or the 9. We're not going into either. Again, this card is read with the 4 of swords where the brain is shut down. This is shut down. It's the end of this. The water is flowing. 3 of cups on the bottom here in the environmental energy. Why is the 8 of swords here? Yeah, because it's transformed. I'm right. Look, I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. I just got proved right. The 8 of swords. Why is the 8 of swords here? The magician. It's been transformed. It's exactly what I said, read with all of this. So again, this is somebody here who now is just all in their emotion. Now with Venus and Pisces, the soul gets supercharged. Their intuition, in particular, the little voice in their head is screaming at them to go toward the Empress. Their own Empress energy is up, so they're really in their fields. They can't stay where they are. This guy is mindlessly giving to something that may be dead. These two kids on this card might be dead. They might not even be real. They might just be wax dolls, and he's just throwing them money. I mean, that's the way that energy feels. If I were to take this energy, the way it's reflecting off this card, make a cartoon out of it, it would be a guy in a wax museum with a wad of $100 bills throwing $100 bills at a wax statue. You know, they don't care. It's not going to be over. It's like my father's policy. My father's policy for everything was just throw money at it. Either hit it, yell at it, or throw money at it. That was his. Those were his top three things. That's how he dealt with everything. It's a little of that. It really is. But there's a lot of soul energy from this person. It's nice to see, because we get a glimpse here. While Venus is in Pisces, we get a glimpse, and all affecting energies around it. We get a glimpse of who this person really is. And it's nice. It is very nice once we put down all the bullshit. Who this person really is a passionate person with a fire in their belly, with the Knight of Wands crossing there, and a very, very old soul with the Hierophant here. Okay? Very old. And the capacity to love at the level of a king. Okay? That's who they really are. How do they usually behave? Oh, I don't know. A little of that and a little of that. 8 swords, 2 swords. Right? Putting up a wall, running, which we know why. Lots of abandonment issues and ego problems and shit like that. You know, we talk about it all the time in the extendeds, and I'm sure we'll find out some things. I'm going to pull on their soul here while I can get in there and find out some more about this person. My God, in the extended for sure. Okay, let's do it. Final outcome, Empress. Somebody taking a leap of faith, the Fool, right toward the Empress. That's you. That's the DF. Let's go. And in another layer of energy, their Empress energy is high. There's a strong chance here, I would say more into February, early February, as the North Node influences come in. There's a strong chance here for me to flip what I said before about them not a good time for them to come in, for it to be a good time. Under this energy, you could have a good conversation with this person. A real, honest, good conversation. You can, under this energy. It is possible. Why is the Empress here? Why? Give me the final on this, universe. I can't shuffle anymore, my God. I said right here was crossing the 3 of Cups. I said it's almost major arcana. I said another card with it. That was almost major arcana. It's the 2 of Cups. That's the one I said. The 3 of Cups was here, and the message from the universe. The 2 Cups is the perfect. It's better that this landed here than here. This should be here. And the environmental energy around the Empress is 2 soulmates coming together. Also talks about everything I already told you about the Empress, about their energy, their internal energy balancing artificially. It's not like they went on a spiritual journey all of a sudden. It's just Venus in Pisces. All the energies right now are kicking up the soul energy, right? The intuition. That's been coming up in the readings. That new moon in Aquarius in particular. But this Venus in Pisces amps it up even more. It's like taking your regular guitar amplifier and then putting a power amp on top of it, plugging it through, and now all of a sudden your 100-watt amp is 2,000 watts. It's 2,000 watts of freaking soul energy here. It's bringing them into balance, and it's bringing this connection, and with a very high potential. That's all I'm going to say. A very high potential for communication, and I can back that up because I peaked. Fueling this 2 of Cups in the environmental energy around this final outcome is the World. The most powerful card I can pull. It's also proof of what I said earlier. When I read the energy of this Fool, I said I feel this Fool on another level. I feel like we got past judgment. The World tells me we did. You don't get to the World until you get past judgment. So, again, I read the energy first, then I pull the cards, but I like to get verified. All right, I just got verified. What's on top? There he is. And then you want more proof that Steve Love Tarot is the real deal? There's your devil. I said he was here. I said I could feel it. I could smell the devil 5 miles out in fucking foggy, smelly weather. You could take me to a junkyard, an angel junkyard, and I will smell the devil and all that stink. It's right there. There's the devil right on top of that. And it's red with the 6 of Pentacles. It's just mindless obsession. It's yeah, Flem agrees, and he a Pisces, you know. Flem the parrot. All right, I'm going to pull the next card. Calm down, stop shaking your head. He's like egging me on. Go pull the next card. You got to see why the devil's here. Okay, fine. Crazy little feathered critter. All right, 8 Pentacles. Card we saw a lot, I think, in the Uranus reading. Okay? Again, it just backs up what I said. This is a massive obsession. It's just, I don't want to piss on the final outcome. Okay? But this person, it's like I told you, this devil is red, and I could smell the devil. I knew there was one here. I said this devil is red with the 6 of Pentacles. And it's like I told you, if I were to do a cartoon of this energy, it'd be a dude with a wad of $100 bills in a wax museum throwing hundreds at like, you know, it's like a wax sculpture of homeless children or something. And this fool thinks that they're real, and he's throwing $100 bills at wax figures. You know, it's like, what are you doing, bro? You know, it's like that. It's that kind of energy. They may show up and either say too much or say nothing. I can't really tell which. In other words, the conversation is meant to get some work done, but it comes from a perspective a little like what I talked about in the a recent twin flame journey reading I did, where on the DM side it's very selfish energy that they're coming in. I think it came up as the devil twice in that reading. That's that same energy. It has that same taste. It's nothing that bad per se. It's just their intuition is telling them that you've already moved on, but they're coming anyway to work on it. Okay? So it's sort of this loop of, it might be a waste of their time. It might not be. It depends on you. It depends on the situation. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull another card on the devil. Okay? Because why is the devil here? The 8 of Pentacles, just looking at this energy here, they want to work on it. But there's a selfish energy here for some reason. And it shouldn't be. Not with their soul energy the way it is. So let's find out here. This devil shouldn't have a chance in this energy. But it's kind of still there. It's a mild energy. This could almost be represented by a 7 of Swords kind of thing. You know, a little bit of deception. Why is the devil here? Just give me one crossing card on that devil. Give me one more thing just to dig me deeper into the energy on that. All right? I'm going to pull on the devil in the extended anyway. I was going to find that energy if it didn't show up here one way or another. But I'm not going to get much here. But the universe, here in these readings with so many people here, the universe gives us clues. It's like an annoying Yoda. You know, where it tells you something and then you have to figure out what the fuck the little green guy meant, kind of a thing. You know. Well, it's the Strength card crossing it. So the universe says the devil is in the soul energy. And I believe it has something to do with the vulnerability issue and the Knight of Wands that was crossing. The devil lives over here within the actual soul energy. And I think it's because this person, and it's why the King of Cups keeps coming out, this person never really went on a spiritual journey. The energies around them are creating an artificial balance within them. Their emotions are coming up. It's temporary, right? It's artificial. And I think what's happening here is you could get someone, my guess would be you get someone who's coming to work on things and try to save this, but they kind of run their mouth a little bit. They say too much, okay? I think that's what it is more than they don't say anything. I think they say too much. And I think that's the same kind of energy I read in that recent Twin Flame Journey reading. But whatever the devil is, it's tied to their soul energy. And I think it's tied to the artificial nature of why they're in balance, why we're getting a glimpse of who they really are, which is actually quite beautiful. But again, when it's not a true soul spiritual journey, it's not a true reflection. They're not really truly behaving within who they really are. So there's a chance here. With the 8 of Pentacles, it is someone who does want to put the work in to try to solve this 10 of Swords. It might be best if this were like a personal reading and it was like one person sitting across from me and I was doing this reading, I would suggest to them that you start as friends with this person and don't just dive in to start making 20-year plans with them over dinner or after you finish banging, okay? Because for most of you, they're showing up under this energy. It's very crystal clear, okay? But I would take it slow, all right? That's my advice. You do what you want to do, okay? Let's pull 3 cards from the universe, see what else it wants to tell you before I go pull some wicked voodoo. Let's do it. And I'm going to pull on their soul energy here. I finally get a glimpse of who they really are, and I want to dive in that energy before it dissipates away. All right, and we're going to find out how they might show up, how this energy affects you. What's it doing to the Empress, this energy, you know, on the DF side? What's going on their side with all this? Because we have a Justice over here in the 3D. All right, with 8 wands, they're having a talk with somebody, either themselves or someone else or a group of someone else's. All right, we'll find out. We'll get everything. You know I get all the information I can for you. We'll pull a pyramid, we'll pull a timeline, we'll do the whole deal. All right, and this will take us into the February readings, which, my God, I'm going to pull on. I love pulling on the North Node. It's going to be a lot of fun for me in February. The North Node energy is like, it's like pulling on Jupiter, which will be included in one of the readings. It's like candy to me. I love it. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Okay. Message from the universe. 3 cards from the bottom. Here he is. Back again by popular fucking demand. It's the Hermit. The Hermit is running the show here. The King of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and look who's here. Back from the soul position, the Hierophant, crossing the King of Pentacles. The Hermit this is Amy Winehouse. That's all it is, right? Trying to make me go to rehab, and I say no, no, no. That's what this is. The Hermit's trying to make your person go to rehab, and they say there's a lot of fear here. They say no, 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 but my baseline energy says yes, yes, yes. And underneath that is a flowing Ace of Cups, underneath that Hierophant. The Hermit allows them, their soul energy is what allows them to push past the fear. So even if that soul energy has a little bit of a devil attached to it, that's okay. We'll take what we can get, all right? Even if it's artificial, that they're awakened, if you will. Okay, we'll take it. All right, so have a conversation. I don't believe the Hermit will let the Hermit energy that's in play right now will let them hold back either. I think this backs up what I was saying, okay, about how they might say too much. So you might want to take it slow with this person. Like I said before, like I said about the final outcome there. They're definitely very attracted to you. They definitely see you as long-term, and they definitely know where they went wrong here. This King of Pentacles has 2 energies attached to it. One, it's what they see as stability, what they've normally been clinging to. The spiritual energy won't let them cling to that. Okay, this is superficial nonsense, and the spiritual energy is not going to allow that. We're going for more depth here. This person wants to hold on to the past, sure, but the Hermit energy, which is dominating everything, won't let them do that. Okay? Again, it's a bit of, I'll explain it, I'll back explain it this way. It's a bit of what I said about Uranus direct. Uranus direct has an influence right now with a lot of the North Node energy that's happening, and the North Node is in Taurus and Uranus is in Taurus. It is amplifying that. Right now, the current energy is amplifying Uranus's need for change. The voice that it has over Taurus, which doesn't want to change. Okay? So, again, it's sort of represented here. Think of this as the universe, right? Think of this as that change energy. The Hermit is awake, and it has some influence over this. Though they may want to hold on to Pentacles, hold on to the past, they can't. They're not going to be able to do that under this energy. Under this energy, at least. All right? Very, very, very powerful shit. I'll tell you what. All right, that's your reading. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. I got a lot to pull on here. I was just thinking I might pull on this 10 of Swords too. I don't know why. I'll find out. That's it. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. I hope the reading was helpful. I truly do. That's it. I'm going to go pull the extended right now. I'm not even going to take a break. All right. Good luck.